Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Got a question for all of you. Question of the day. Have you bought a device this year in 2017 and you've already returned it? Yeah, it just didn't turn out to be what you thought it was going to be. You got all hyped up. You got all worked up. You brought it in, you started using it, and then you were like, are you kidding me? Oh man, disappointment set in. And it seemed like everybody else was having a lot of fun with it. It was just turning out to be that device for a lot of others, but for you, it just wasn't. Maybe it was a device from last year and the price point was lowered. And it was a device you wanted, and you finally had a chance to get it because it was at the right price and you had the money, you brought it in, and then it was a flop. You didn't even want to look at it. I mean, it was so bad you had somebody else package it up for you and send it back. You were so disgusted. I don't think I've ever gotten anything that bad. Maybe it's a new device from this year. And it just didn't work out. Let me know down below. Did you bring in a device this year in 2017 and it just wasn't what you were hoping and you've already sent it back? And what did you replace it with? And are you stoked with that device you replaced it with? And maybe you haven't replaced it yet. Maybe you just went back to your old device. What is that device? And what device are you looking forward to make up for what didn't pan out? Leave some feedback. Let me know. Another question. Are you still excited about the mid-range flagship world of devices? Because it seems like we're still buying these flagships, even though we thought when this whole mid-range flagship thing started, what, a good year, maybe a little over a year ago, when they were coming out of nowhere, man. Just all of a sudden, the mid-range world just took off. Whether it was here in the U.S. or from overseas internationally, I mean, all of a sudden there was this crop of mid-rangers and mid-range flagships, and they had killer specs for killer price points, and we thought for sure that was going to take over the flagship world, and big companies with big brands, with big price points, were going to have to lower their prices. They were going to be forced to. It doesn't seem to be happening. In fact, if anything, I've fallen victim to buying more flagships now than I ever have. Now, I do manage my money pretty well for the channel, for the team, which has allowed me to bring in more flagships. And I'm looking at 2 or 3 more by the end of the year. But has the average consumer really been lured away from the flagship devices by the mid-range flagship world of devices? How many times am I going to say devices? Smartphones. I don't know, man. I thought for sure that they were going to reign supreme in the smartphone world when it came to that middle ground. But you're seeing a different price point these days too. You're seeing a 600, a 650, a 7, but you're still seeing the 8 and the 9 and the $1,000 devices. You're going to see some coming out, going into late summer, into early fall, going into winter. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're going to go away. Anyway, that's the extra question that just came to my mind as I was asking you about whether you purchased a smartphone this year and you've already returned. That came out of nowhere. So hopefully I said that well enough for you to understand what I'm trying to ask you on both those questions. Anyway, let me know down below. Give me some feedback. Let's talk. Peace. God bless. Till my next video. This is my Project 13. You are my Project 13. Have a blessed day. It is beautiful out. It is hot out. love those mid-rangers, man. Remember when the ZTX on 7 came out? Woo! The Moto Z Play, Honor 8, just some really good prices. Even under 3, you were able to get the Samsung Galaxy J7. And yeah, all these devices didn't have everything, but you still had good enough specs at killer price points to lure you away from those flagships. But it seems like somehow those flagships are still catching our attention. They're still grabbing at us like a hook. Pulls you in. Anyway, one more time.